us now is Chris Sharpe, and I've never had Chris on the show. As a matter of fact, I don't really even know you. So I get to meet you along with everybody else. So first of all, just tell me about how you got into harness racing.
Well, my mom and stepdad raced horses. My great-grandfather raced horses. Now,
you're an owner, but like, have you trained horses as well?
I mean, I worked for Richie Ringler for a long time, Gary Cameron. I worked for a lot of guys, and they've taught me a lot of things, and I try to take that from them. And, you know, not any one way is the right way, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good point to make, because, you know, when you do work for a lot of people, you get to take the things that you like from this person and that person and kind of have your own style, which brings me to, there's one horse lady in the business that you're pretty tight with. Who is she, and tell me your relationship with her?
Yeah, we got married in March. Been together since '06. She's a really good girl, and I love her to death. So, I mean, she works hard, and you know, she's got to put up with me. So she's all right.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you know, Charlene, and we're talking about Charlene Polk. She's been on the show before. Soft-spoken. I had to kind of ambush her a little bit to get her on the show. Great horsewoman, and there's been nothing but great things said about her. She's got an incredible, impeccable reputation.
Except for me.
Well, we're all allowed one mistake, right?
I guess.
Okay, now we're gonna get to the horses. First, tell me about Cosmo Madness, because she's been on the show before, and she won like a nice little series at Dover Downs.
Yeah, I bought her last summer at Ocean Downs. It was kind of funny how I bought her. I was in the grandstands sitting around with a bunch of guys, and I was looking for a horse because I had a horse that won a couple series. A Mr. Thinker horse won a series down there, and I had a little extra money, and I was just trying to find something I could come back to Harrington with that I thought would be okay. And when I looked at her, everybody told me I was crazy. She showed 2-2 on the program, but I watched her race when she was a 3-year-old, and she showed some potential. She went at 53 at Dover. So I went down and asked the guy, and I kind of really didn't like the price at that time, but she's a really good looking mare. So the next week I asked him again, and the price come down a little bit, so I said okay, and she's made $70,000 since I had her, so I'm very happy with her.
Very nice. I forgot, you had Mr. Thinker. Wasn't he like the horse of the year at Ocean Downs last year?
Yeah, he was. He's a nice old horse. I tell you what, he's done. He's won 7 in a row now at Monticello for the guy that's got him now. Everybody that's ever had him has nothing but good to say about him. He's a really nice old horse.
Now, Hambone Snooky, she's just starting back. She's just coming off a qualifier. Oh, I keep calling it a girl. Do you know why? Because on that show, Jersey Shore, the star is Snooky. She like makes the show. If you haven't watched Jersey Shore, it's a little out there, but Snooky like is awesome. Okay, so I keep thinking Hambone Snooky's a girl, right? Makes sense. Okay, but okay, the horse is a boy. So tell me a little bit about him.
I looked him up. I seen him on the internet for sale, and I went down and looked at him, and I liked him. So we went ahead and bought him. Me and Charlene bought him. And I sold a piece of him to my friend Kevin Welty. And when I first got him home, I really liked him a lot. And after about a week, I really didn't like him as much because he tried to tear stuff up. So, but he's coming back to himself, you know what I mean? He's calmed down a little bit now. He's still really green, but I think he's going to be all right. That's all I can really tell you about him.
No, man, this has been a great interview. Let me tell you, if I knew you were going to make my job this easy, I totally would have had you on the show sooner. So I'm glad to have you on. This has been awesome.
Well, Charlene's a reporter, so I got to hear it all the time.
Oh, that's right. We have to. Charlene is a reporter as well. I forgot about that. She does a lot of stuff. We got to give her a plug on the USTA. If you go on ustrotting.com, there's always like a Charlene Polk interview story that comes up on the front page. So you got to be proud of that, being her hubby.
Yeah, she's a really good girl. I mean, like I said, she works really hard. Works a lot harder than I do, I'll give her that. She's up in the morning at 6, goes to the barn, and then she's ready to go to work, and then comes home and works some more. So, I mean, I don't know how she puts up with me.
Well, Chris, thank you so much for being on the show, and best of luck with everything.
All right, if my horses start going bad, I'm going to call on you.
Oh, man. Well, they won't, I promise you. We'll shake on that.
All right.
Thanks.
Thank you.